Hi, this is my tutorial for the Rainbow Loom Reptilian Bracelet. For this bracelet, you will need 3 colors of rubber bands, your hook, your rainbow loom, a C-clip, and for the rubber bands, you will need 13 of the chain color, like the yellow in this bracelet, 12 of the color that is like the black in this, and 12 of the color that's like the blue in this bracelet. So you start with your chain color, like the yellow in this bracelet. You just take bands straight up the middle column of the rainbow loom. Then you take your second color, which is like the blue in this bracelet, and you stretch it from the second pin in the middle to the second pin on the left. Then you take a band from the second pin in the middle to the second pin on the right. Then you take your third color, which is like the black, and you take a band from the second pin on the left to the third pin in the middle. And then a band from the second pin on the right to the third pin in the middle. It should look like this. You take your second color again, but instead of taking it out to the left from where you ended, you go up 1 pin to the fourth center pin, then take the band straight out to the left, and then take your other band straight out to the right. Once again, you take your third color from the pin on the left to the pin in the center, and then up from the pin on the right to the pin in the center, like this. Then repeat this pattern to the end of the loom. And then, using your chain color, you need to make a cap band, which you will put on the last center pin. To make a cap band, you stretch a band, twist it into a figure 8, and put one side back upon the other. Then you stretch this and place it on the last center pin. Then turn your loom around and you are ready to begin the looping process. Using the back of your hook, you pull back the cap band, pick up the next band underneath the cap band, and pull it up to the left, back upon itself. Then go back in the cap band, pick up the next band, and take it back upon itself, up to the right. Then put your hook inside the band that goes up to the left and pick up the band that goes to the middle and loop it to the middle. Then go on the other side and loop this band that is on the pin from the right to the middle. Then go back inside the cap band, loop the last band forward, pull back all of the bands on the second center pin except for the bottom one. Pick up the bottom one and loop it forward. Then pick up the top band, loop it up to the left, pick up the next band, loop it up to the right. On the left side, take the band that goes to the middle, just straight to the middle, and the band that goes straight to the middle on the right side, straight to the middle. Then go back one pin, loop the remaining band forward, pull back all the bands on the pin except the bottom one, and then loop this bottom one forward. Then repeat this pattern to the end of the loom. After you have looped the last band forward, put your hook into that band, lift that band off of the pin so that it's just on the hook and scoot it up to the thick part of the hook. Then remove your bracelet from the loom. Now you need to add your extension. Your extension could be in your chain color or any other color. The amount of bands needed in the extension varies depending on wrist size. Turn your loom around so the arrow is pointing away from you. So you take your first band in your extension from any one of the bottom pins straight forward. Then you take the rest of your extension bands straight forward. Again, the number of bands you will use in your extension varies depending on wrist size. Then you take the band that is still on your hook, stretch it, and stretch the band around the last pin that you are using. Then turn your loom around, pull back the bracelet, pick up the first extension band and loop it forward, and then loop the rest of the extension bands forward. Once you have looped the last extension band, put your hook in that last band, remove the extension and the entire bracelet from the loom. Now it is time to add the C-clip. So you take your C-clip and attach it to the last band in the extension, both sides of this last band. Then attach the other end of the C-clip to the cap band at the other end of the bracelet. And there you have your finished Reptilian Rainbow Loom bracelet.